After being able to discuss anti-racist procedures on the consortium, our student group realized that we needed a more centralized way to address racism and diversity within our school, a club in which the same discussions held at the conference could be brought to an audience in our school. Our mission as the newly founded ACE, or Allentown Coalition for Equity, is to be a student-powered group that 1. Gives safe space and voice to all students with concerns regarding diversity and inclusion, 2. Works with teachers to enrich curriculum and promote healthy discourse regarding diversity and inclusion in the classroom, and 3. Works to give students perspective and awareness regarding diversity and inclusion in order to form a more culturally aware and accepting environment within UFRSD.
We began working through a program called Diversify Our Narrative to bring awareness to the inequalities and underrepresentation in our school system by contacting our teachers and gauging their awareness on this issue.
We are able to present our club idea to the school board and eventually got approved as ACE.
One of our first initiatives as ACE was presenting to the English and History department at Allentown High School to present our ideas in making our school curriculum more inclusive. For the English curriculum, we suggested adding more diverse books to our English lessons, adding ACE-approved books to the summer reading list, assessing the biases in classic books as a part of our classic book projects, as well as other goals.
For the history curriculum, we suggested adding short slideshows on lesser-known and often overlooked topics in our history, and we were met with great reception from our teachers.
We began working on suggestions for the summer reading list, which included authors of a diverse background. We even had one of our freshman English teachers add in a section on her students' classic book project to address the Bechdel test and teach our students about women's representation in literature.
We are able to work with our AP US history teacher and make presentations on important historical figures, diverse groups, and lesser-known events that were not featured in the chapters of our APUSH textbook. We got to present some of these ideas to our class as well.
Alright, now we have the gay rights movement and Stonewall. So while the gay rights movement initially began in the 1920s, it gained traction after the infamous Stonewall riots of 1969. From June 24th to July 3rd, 1969, there were many riots and protests. Police raided the Stonewall Inn in New York's Greenwich Village. Police raids on bars were common, however, it was the first time the LGBTQ community would fight back. Marsha P. Johnson, depicted on the bottom right, and Sylvia Rivera on the bottom left.
We also worked with Kevin Hoffman, author and educator on intersectionality, to aid us in our initiative as well as educate our group and our teacher advisors with activities on bias, equity, and inequality.
Our aide in our club initiative was Mrs. Larkin, the K-8 literacy coach for UFRSD, who wanted to hear our concerns about the school and our experiences in order to further her work on inclusivity with the younger students.
Leading up to the Muslim holy month of Ramadan, we worked with Muslim students in our community to create an informative video regarding Ramadan, its significance, and how students can be supportive of those who celebrate. The video resonated well with students and was also admired by many others in the community as they learned something new.
Our most recent project is implementing an ACE bulletin board in our hallways featuring important figures to do with what month it is, such as AAPI Heritage for May and LGBTQ+ for Pride Month in June.
All of our goals were implemented in this school year and have been done through accessible and COVID-safe ways. Our bulletin board also displays QR codes which students can scan and find places to donate to LGBTQ+ and BIPOC communities in need of aid due to COVID-19.